Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Vin from Legends United, and today we are going to talk about how to stay motivated in Asphalt 9 in these challenging times because some of the developers don't want us to enjoy the game and don't want us to continue to play the game. But I'm going to tell you what kind of motivation do I have to keep playing this game. Also, we are going to talk about the Grand Prix event because this time you can win the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trophy Evo. What car you can see here in front of me. I will talk about this car. I will talk about what kind of car you should acquire. I will talk about how much money should you spend on the game, and I will also talk about when should you buy packs or when should you skip and just keep collect tokens. All these things. Some of the people like this kind of videos of mine, some of them hate it. But I feel the need to make a video like that and give you guys some tips and tricks. Sometimes I can't really say these words in order to make you enjoy the game a little more. So let's talk about the Grand Prix event first, where you can win this car. So the very first thing after the big riot in the Gameloft servers, I mean in the official Asphalt 9 Discord server, which is made by Gameloft, so makes sense. Was the Devo event before the DS3. So the DS3, the Devo event, one of the most pay to win events ever in this game, if not the most pay to win events ever. And now we got the Grand Prix, but the Grand Prix start wasn't really smooth either because, as you can see, they removed token rewards. Okay, this enraged lots of people, and most said we want to play this seriously because we have enough. And as you can see, they removed the keys from the top 10 position, only the top 5 are getting the keys in tier 1. So this might take your mood away from playing, but do not worry, this GP is not so important. Why am I saying that? Here you can see, by the way, tier 2, only the top 4 gets the keys and the others key packs. For example, the last 3 positions not getting the key packs either, just credits. Also not 20 but 15 position is made inside one tier. So while I'm showing you guys the different tiers, I have to say, do not worry. You don't have to take this GP seriously because the car you can win, that Super Trophy or Evo Huracan car, is not so good. So in the whole game, the car is not so good, but it might be a new D-Class King. I am saying that because the stats at 1 star are already similar to the TVR. Aside, well, TVR has a way bigger top speed, and I can tell you guys this car won't have a bigger top speed than the TVR. So it will be one of the top part of D class, but since they ruined the weekly event because you can only get 60 tokens now, the top bracket got 10% instead of 1 or 5. Basically, you don't need big like high ranked D class cars anymore. You can get the 60 tokens with either of the car because you only have to complete the event. So as I said before, you guys can, don't take GP seriously, just play for fun, make some videos about it, upload them to YouTube, but it's not really an event where you should, get mad or angry. They also increased the top to top 10% the tier 2. Likewise, top 25, top 25, this got raised by a bit, and also from 3% this went down to 1. So I assume most players will be in tier 2. My most good players, then rest of the players are 25 75% in these groups, and I assume only hackers or some of the very big pro guys will be here in the top tier 5 because only the first wins the key here, and they're barely getting any kind of credits. But also these are my tips and tricks for the Grand Prix event. You don't have to take it serious, just play for fun. Also, as you can see here, you can win 6 blueprints guaranteed, and also you are going to have 6 Grand Prix pack. That what you can get the car from only for blueprints, but you don't really have the chance to get blueprints all the time. So these guaranteed blueprints are giving you a higher chance to acquire the car. But yeah, this was the Grand Prix event, and I'm gonna tell you guys how to stay motivated even more after that. So how to play this game nowadays? Don't go for the new cars. You can sometimes go if you have enough tokens and enough credits and enough patience before you get mad, but don't go for the new cars. For example, here's the Onyx. Here is the Peugeot Onyx, one of the newest cars in the game. This car at Golden Max is not so good. With 80 on acceleration, it's quite average. Nitro is pretty poor, even though handling is around 83, 84. It's very nice, but also top speed is I can say it's good because 385 is pretty nice, but unfortunately the weak nitro and the pretty average acceleration ruins it a bit. Not to mention this car will be very expensive, so you shouldn't go for it. But okay, what kind of cars should you go for if not for new ones? Well, obviously for the old ones, because the old cars are way easier to get. Let me show you an example of what I mean. Here is the Devo event, which is after DSC the most pay to win event ever in Asphalt 9. There are required cars like the Regera, the Chiron, the Vanda, and also the Genti. These cars at garage level 18 can be found in the shops in credits. I mean 4 credits in the shop. Yeah, just a little correction. So you have these cars, like if you don't have the season pass you can't go for this event, but let's not talk about that so far. Let's talk about also that you get these cars for credits time to time, and not to mention you can buy these kind of packs. Most people are having these cars already, at least for the ones who play for a while, so you can start these cars up even more and just go for it. They are way cheaper than the new cars. They are kind of competitive still, mainly the Vanda in MP1 and also the Genti, which is still a very strong A-class car, and also the Carrera GT, one of the strongest B-class cars. Jaguar is quite average, but we are not talking about that now. Or if you bought the season pass, you can go for the Lamborghini Gallardo car hunt as well, because it's also a C-class king on twisty tracks. So I recommend you guys not to go for top cars because they are very expensive and you can get those top cars later in a cheaper way. Sure, some of you are afraid that what if you are being left behind? What if not getting the top cars are gonna make you, just fall back, not being so competitive? People will beat you because you have better cars. I mean, they have better cars, and you will be sad. Well, don't be sad. It's completely okay. If you think on the long way, it's not so important to get all the new cars all the time because they cost so much. In the end, you won't really have the chance to get, anything because they will be so expensive. Even unlocking the cars, as you can see here, might give you a big advantage just for tokens, because even though you spend some kind of tokens for the packs, if you unlock the cars, I bet you can win with them even at 1 star, so you're gonna gain back the amount of tokens what you spent on the packs. Not all of them, but we can say you got those kind of cars in a cheaper way, which is always nice, like the Chiron Regera, Genti, or Porsche Carrera. So these were the cars I was talking about. These cars were way cheaper to get. Also, the Huracan will be cheaper to get as well than most of the special events or drive syndicates. Apollo is guaranteed for season pass owners. Now we are talking about the season pass. Let's talk about the season pass. So many people see it as a fraud, as a joke, as one of the most unnecessary things in the game. Will you guys kill me if I say Legend Pass worth to buy for one season for $10? Because, I mean, okay, let's talk about that we are not supporting Gameloft and we want them to go bankrupt, blah 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 blah. So many people are hating the others on spending money on certain passes. First of all, uh, anyone can spend anything, not anything. So anyone can spend as much money as they want on these kind of things. It's their money, not yours. So don't start to accuse others for paying money for something they like. This is the first. Second, season pass actually worth to buy for $10 for one season because one season lasts for like 56 or 57 days. And you are, as you can see, getting lots of benefits. Where for top players, it's the only way to keep competitive and to still enjoy the game. Yes, I know I sound like a pay to win guy, but I mean, season pass. If you are looking at the price and looking at what you get for your money is pretty nice actually. You are getting the free car at 2 or 3 stars. You are getting other cars as well. So if you are not, if you are kind of a newbie, you can get this kind of blueprints for other cars as well, which can be a huge help if you are looking for these cars. Not to mention the boosters like the trade coin boosters, but I will go for the list and tell you guys from here. So the extra fuel is a big benefit. Classic packs doesn't matter. The reputation boost also, the trade coin boost also. Um, these are the biggest benefits, and these are needed so you won't slave the game all the time. So this is definitely worth to buy it. But we are not talking about the real money offers because usually these real money offers never worth to buy. So guys, never ever buy these kind of deals because you will be scammed. These prices are a joke, as you can see here. I mean, you can see my own currency, but you can just exchange it online. But if you are not from where I'm from, so you are from a country where it's using dollar, then you can see these offers in dollars. These are the biggest scams here. Don't ever buy these. Only if you get a $2 offer or a $1.99 offer, which is the same, with like 1000 tokens, then it's worth to buy. But usually, for example, this is $1.99. This is what you are getting for $1.99. It doesn't worth at all. I mean, for someone, I bet it does, but in general, no, it's a joke. So don't buy it. Mainly these bigger money offers. For example, you're getting 10 blueprints and 35 packs, which is not even guaranteed you are getting the car, just based on luck. And like spending that much money, this is like more than $100, what you can see here. So no, guys, this is a complete joke. Likewise, this is a complete joke. There's 3 Regera blueprints for $100. Are you serious? And buying these packs, but not even guaranteed again that you are getting these things here. So please don't. So after I told you guys what you should spend your money, what kind of car, I mean, no, sorry, rephrase. I told you guys what's worth the most to spend money on, in my opinion. Then, what kind of car you should go for if you want to keep your money and also wants to enjoy the game. I was talking about GP you shouldn't take seriously. Devo even doesn't count, so don't worry about that. Unlocking those old cars which come pretty beneficial for you. I think that's all. Oh yes, and how to how to be motivated in this game still. Play for fun. Try to avoid multiplayer most of the time. Like you can play it, but don't take it too seriously because your brain will melt down. Thanks to these series score requirements, as you can see, it is a complete joke. Not to mention MP2 got rid of unlimited fuel, and like that 3000 series score is quite impossible unless you are slaving it. So yes, just go for these daily events, just try to have fun, try to do these, and I believe so the game will be a bit more enjoyable than usually nowadays. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, write a comment. If you like this video, then put a thumbs up. Also put a thumbs up if you guys want me to make videos every time when a new car appears, or anything like that, and wants me to tell you what kind of cars should you go for, or what kind of cars should you let and just save up tokens and credits for a better car. And if you want to see more videos from me, subscribe on my channel because this is my main motivation to make videos. So yeah, that's all. I was Zane from Regions United once again, and see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and goodbye.